What's good, man? It's OG Drip, man. It's a channel where we talk about the spiritual truth and how to utilize energy on a day-to-day basis, man. And y'all check this out, man. We got to talk about a lot because not only is the military is a thing that I'm going to be talking about today, but it should question, the way that you look at a lot of different things that be going on and the so-called you're doing it for God, or you're doing it for something you felt like you was meant to do, or you're doing it for this specific reason. Like you're doing it all for the wrong reasons. You get what I'm saying? Because it shouldn't even be something that should even be done from the beginning. Like who told people to start war and actually make a military of, you know what I'm saying? That lets you know right now that's some human stuff that people get caught up into. And now it's like somebody being like a dude that can't handle their own fights and stuff. So now they got to go over here and get these dudes over here. So now they hard. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever seen somebody like that? Like, oh, damn, he got tough when he got with his homeboys when he by himself. And it was just me by himself. He ain't say none of that, bro. He ain't do none of that. But, people get tough when they get in numbers and stuff. It's the same thing, y'all. This the same energy being going around. This ain't nothing new when it come down to these things. So now I want to break down a lot of things because even when it come down to socialism, when it's dealing with the education system and it's teaching kids how to be more distant from each other and not knowing how to be more, how to manage their anger and their attitudes and their emotions a little better and how to manage their thoughts. It's like we watching them create the child to have other thoughts of things that have no importance of their spiritual path at all. And that's the thing about it. People done started forgetting that there's even a thing called your spiritual path that your physical path might not even have nothing to do with, that you might be going the wrong way. And God like, yo, I wanted you to come over here, but you keep going over there, especially when we talk about things that that God wouldn't even apply in if it's talking about war and that tactic. Like, you got to think, these people think of the way that your mind operate and they try to bring it and make it like actually physical. But the way that they do it is wrong. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it could be wars done without actually having to take over people's land and stuff like that. Like, you get what I'm saying? It'd be more done to it. It could have been not war as in saying someone had to die. But the way that they present war is just the way that they present it. They don't present it like it's as in something like being more competitive than someone actually getting hurt. You get what I'm saying? So it get deep, y'all, when we start talking about the world that we live in and some of us applying ourselves to certain things, right? So you see movies and stuff where the military people have to take out this innocent person, take out this person, that person. What make people in their mind be like, oh, it's okay when it's your military that's doing it? You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what kids is getting done to, no matter who it is, these are people that we should respect. You know what I'm saying? These are people that we should give our all to. So it gets worse when we even talk about the people that's pushing, things like that. That's the reason why a lot of people call music trash. It really is. Like, bro, I'm tired of faking it. It's trash, y'all. It's trash out here. And you can't really fake it because if you think about it, it's all about taking somebody out. It's all about, spinning the block. And I ain't trying to come up here and sound like one of those super woke dudes that be always talking about junk like that. But it is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Or like how the old Christians back in the days would say, but it literally is the truth. The only thing they can't rap about is something like this. They can't rap about creating something. They only can rap about destruction. So they can't rap about creating something new, bringing something new to play, or, how something work, how your mind might work. It ain't even got to be nothing new. It could be talking about, because we know everything was already done before. So it ain't even got to be nothing new. It could be something just necessarily where they're bringing it in a more of a, not going to say necessarily positive way. You get what I'm saying? But that's how it play out. It plays out in a more positive way if killing and sliding on the ops and all that end up being turned as lame. Like, damn, bro, that's how you really want to talk about? You really want to do junk like that, man? That ain't cool, bro. People got to live, man. So you making them get to their expiration date way quicker than they supposed to. You get what I'm saying? Like, all of us going to die. All of us got different expiration dates on us. Even if you were born with the same mama, you got different things. And some of us speed them up throughout life, not knowing that the diet plan that works for us. So we got plenty of things that we even have to worry about ourselves, let alone fight another country to take over their stuff or anything like that. So when it comes to military and junk like that, yo, I got people in my family and it's just like, yo, I can't even respect it myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got somebody in the military where they see this person carry themselves a certain way. And it's literally just like the same type of people that's in prison. You know what I'm saying? And no offense to it. It's just what it is. It's institutionalized. So the way that they develop us, they show us, it depends on the environment they put us in and how they close off things will make you run into a corner, like a cat in a corner type of stuff. So that type of thinking, I need y'all to understand with me right here, right? You got to be deeply spiritual. That lets you know when it come down to, like, people want to say black people are more aggressive or people from out the hood is a lot more aggressive. Of course, you know what I'm saying? You putting cats more in the corner. That don't give them the rights to be in it, But that is how it play out. Now, if we learn our minds and stuff like that, no matter where you from, a person won't even be able to tell where you from. They'll have to damn near ask you and try to really put their finger on it. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, what I'm saying, y'all, is we all forget who we are. Not only that, we start getting in things that ain't got nothing to do with who we is at all. The things of why you forget who you are is because you forgot how to be native. You started listening so much to others' opinions that you start trying to live the way that others' lens is looking. And let me tell y'all this, man. One thing about it, bro, you can't please the world. Let me get out this car a little bit. You can't please the world. Right, these damn seeds. You can't please the world. And that's one thing about it. Like, somebody's going to be unhappy no matter what you do. It's going to be somebody that's unhappy. So the whole thing is not for you to even pay attention to who's happy, who's not, who liked what I did or who didn't. You don't go by that. You got to go by what suits you and who you is. Now, the thing about it, that don't mean go out here and you just be reckless and you let your emotions all over the place. Because remember, it starts off with you. So if you got full control over yourself and know how to be accountable and know what to respond to, know what duties that obligate you, so you're not just getting stuck into some things that ain't got jack to do with you, like military, science, trying to be part of their stuff. And it's the same people that literally teaching you the same route of what they went through. So you're literally not learning nothing new. You're just grabbing what they got and you're adding like a little bit of something to it, which don't even make it really thought of at all, because you might be doing the ones like this that's making the boots extra tight because you do them like this, but them other countries don't know you the one do the boots like that. So when it comes to different things, y'all, you got to think it's already you getting lost into what they got going on. And I don't know how people, feel out here. It's like real talk, y'all. I be looking at this world, and we can't let stuff get to this, especially if you spiritual. Please take this from me. Like, I know I might not do this enough my goddamn self, but I promise you, take this shit from me. I'm telling you now. We got to stop letting other people's opinions of the world affect what you got going on in life. Trust me. That shit slow you down so bad that you'll never be able to get what you want to actually get out fulfilled. And that don't mean necessarily it got to be harsh the way people come in. It don't mean none of that. It's just a simple fact of if your thought and your mind not strong enough and people study throwing rocks or pebbles at it, you're going to have a situation where you break down and crash out. You get what I'm saying? And not meaning because you crash out, that mean you weak. No. What I'm saying is this is where something going to knock you out of the control that you knew you had for yourself. So it knock you all the way out your positioning. So therefore, it only makes trials and tribulations of what you're trying to go through. So a lot of times when we listen to other people that tell you, certain things, we got to be more mindful, you know what I'm saying, of knowing like, okay, that's a person's opinion. That's not how they see it. That might be just for them. So another time you got to not be as weak-minded and also know how to listen, but not take in everything to heave too hard. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just like how I be trying to say with the moderation. Yeah, have some water there, but don't go too deep until you can't swim, but don't have it too shallow until you out the water, until you don't have no emotion behind it at all, or however you got going. So, sometimes we'll get into some things and we might not even understand why we even get into these things. Like, we didn't have no emotion behind it, but due to somebody saying, hey, this is a better way of survival, this is a better circumstance for you, hey, we got it right here at the door for you, you don't want it? You might miss this opportunity. You only get it once in a lifetime. We get scared by those type of words. You get what I'm saying? And by that, we go ahead and dive into shit that we didn't necessarily know. It be so many people going to college, y'all, that don't even know what they necessarily going to college for and don't even know if they have to go to college to even use it. So now when we talk about the education system, it's still making mistakes, right? It's still got ways of you could go to college, you could earn all these degrees and stuff, and it still prove that person not a good teacher. It still prove that this person lack, and they don't really like to put it on them like that, right? Where they'll have them quizzing the kids or quizzing, and you don't know this until you like actually in a school program and you got kids and stuff going. So when it comes to us trying to talk each other, y'all, it be people so narc, they don't want to hear both sides of it, right? So when I'm sitting down with teachers and all that, I'm trying to get the most information I can. That's why I brought up the word, socialism, because it's not necessarily now they're not teaching the kids how to play with the blocks, how to use their actual intelligence of trying to learn something, of learning from themselves. They're teaching them. So it's based off of knowledge. It's based off of what's being crafted to them. So it's a whole nother mechanism of them learning. You get what I'm saying? It's not letting them learn and try to figure out a way to do it on themselves or how to do it. It's forcing them to like this the way how to do it. And if you don't do it this way, you messed up. And then now it's really fucking with the kids, like, because now they can't do simple things. Like, they're not putting together blocks. They're not putting together things to see how something may connect, how something may need something else. You get what I'm saying? In order to work. So it's a lot, y'all. So it's kind of like they teaching them, to be more independent. And now when y'all look at the internet today and stuff like that, like, look at these people. It's already like a, how I wanted to say, goddamn, a cyber war. It's already literally a cyber war where you see gender wars, you see racism still being used, and a lot of things still going on online where people's minds is actually weak. And it's actually the things that gets the most attention because there's a lot of other hurt individuals in the world. There's a lot of lost individuals in the world. There's a lot of people that want to feel special because they never had nothing in life or never had, nothing to feel special for. So when you seeing it, like, and I'm from the hood, you can't tell me no different. Trust me. There's some people right now be happy just because you prove to them God is black, and God ain't no, y'all already know how that go. God ain't no person, place, thing, got nothing to do with these situations that these people be making up and involving them in. So involving God in. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we gotta come at it like that. So when we trying to explain things to people, if they could take anything to be happy with, even if it don't help in the real world, okay, God black. Let's say God black. What do they help you with? Look at our situation. Did it help our situation? If you want to look at it from racism, exactly. So there's no point in even going to those type of levels. But we willing to do things like that, but yet have to go to war with the same people you saying did this to you, but they're doing the same thing they did to you to take over the whole country. So that's what I don't be getting, y'all. It's like you that's pure blasphemy. It's damn self. Like, how you gonna go against something and be with it at the same time? So when it come down to like things like the military and all that junk, y'all, don't join that shit. When it come down to these music labels and shit, don't join that shit. Don't join none of that shit. Create your own shit. And if your shit don't pop, maybe it ain't meant for you, or maybe okay, you getting shadow banned and getting pushed to the back. We know how that go. So that don't mean stop your junk. Long as it's making you happy. Don't go for numbers and views and likes and all that and then say, hey, this is why I should do it. I get a lot of likes. No, that don't mean nothing. Let yourself be the own validation you need, for real. But anyways, man, that's basically what I wanted to break down, man. And I'm out, OG Drill.